Bitcoin is right now entering a low volume range, and in this exact video I will talk about what this means for Bitcoin and what the two things that are happening next right now here. So don't forget to watch this video till the end, because right now on the imminent short term Bitcoin is creating a potential bullish divergence while we are still running in towards this critical resistance. So I will be exactly discuss this with an update on the upcoming trades and much more important stuff. So don't forget to slap up that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 700? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the price analysis for Bitcoin. And once looking at the imminent short term, we can of course see that yesterday we broke below the upward sloping support line, and ever since we did so, we saw that the upward sloping support line right now flipped into resistance. After that, we've seen still the market coming down here, and currently we're still consolidating somewhere around 27.4k. And if we're looking at this previous support slash resistance, we can see that Bitcoin has clearly seen some fake outs, and right now it looks to be that we're trading against a new trend line that is coming in from the top side that is currently also providing some resistance here on the imminent short term. But to really know where Bitcoin is heading towards next, I don't think we should really be looking at the 1 hour, but if we're looking at the 4 hour, we can clearly see Bitcoin is still trading in a significant downtrend. We created somewhat of a Barb Simpson pattern, and right now, like I've been expected, the move towards the downside is cooling off a bit here. Because if I am looking at Bitcoin right now here, we can currently see that Bitcoin is trading on horizontal support. And what is very important to know, exactly like I've been predicted on the move towards the upside, if we move between the 27 and $25,000, we're going to move through that range very quickly. Why question mark? Is due to the fact that that region right there is a low volume range, because the last time we reached it as well, we saw of course a very stealth movement through it towards the downside. And once we first initially broke it in the first time was right here at the end of 2021, and at that point as well we just crushed through that level. So currently we can see that we're once again approaching a low volume range, and what is important to know about low volume ranges is that Bitcoin moved through them very quickly. So there are two scenarios that currently can be playing out. Either Bitcoin is going to see a bounce from this level and potentially continue the trend towards the upside, because yes, on the daily time frame we're still clearly trading in an uptrend of course, or we're going to be breaking below this support. What I am currently expecting, we break below this very important horizontal support line, and if we confirm the break below this level, we are breaking back in towards the low volume range. And what happens if you enter a low volume range? You're going to move through it very quickly. So I'm expecting to see a very stealth move towards the downside to the next big level of support. And like you can see from of the VPVR, the next big level of support is coming in from of 24.8 to $24,000, and I will be longing this retest. Why? I've been saying this for quite a while right now. Of course, if you're looking at the super trend indicator, we can currently still see that we're bullish, and if the super trend indicator is bearish, you want to be shorting Bitcoin along the way down, and if the super trend indicator is bullish, you want to be longing Bitcoin along the way up. Currently it is still bullish, so I'm looking at long positions, and if you're looking at the weekly support for Bitcoin, it is also around $24,000, what means that we could be opening up a gigantic trade over there, because it's basically weekly previous resistance that probably right now will flip into support, and it's also the neckline of that inverse head and shoulders forward Bitcoin. So if we do retest that level, I will be most certainly open up a significant trade here. So if I'm going to take that into account, it will be likely actually that as soon as Bitcoin breaks below this previous low on the market right here, that is the 4 hourly time frame support, we could be seeing of course a more significant move towards the downside. And right now basically we can see that Bitcoin is consolidating between two ranges. And if I look at the imminent short term for Bitcoin, we can currently see that we're creating a bullish divergence on the 4 hourly time frame, what means that we could potentially see a short term bounce for Bitcoin happening. And if I were to be looking about where the next bounce is going to be happening towards for Bitcoin, it's probably once again going to be towards that $28,000. If we break above $28,000, I am actually expecting Bitcoin can go all the way back up to 28.8k. But if we do break above that level, then I'm expecting a further continuation up. But of course, as long as we're not breaking above 28.8k, basically this level right here on the top side, I still think we should be bearish, and that will be also be considered as a good opportunity to be short shorting Bitcoin. So I am still bearish on the bigger perspective. Why? Is because momentum indicators are still drying up here. We can see actually as well that on the 3-day time frame, we're having a bearish MACD cross here, while the price action, of course, keeps forming higher highs. And due to that fact, I expect we are going to see a small cool-off phase. However, on the bigger trend, on the bigger perspective, we are still looking bullish. So that is why I want to be opening up a long position on the next correction. So I'm not going to be shorting Bitcoin all the way down to zero, because that's probably not going to be happening. No, I will short Bitcoin all the way down to $24,000 and then open up a gigantic Bitcoin long position to maximize my profits on the next run up towards the upside. So if you are interested in trading yourself, don't forget to check out the links in the description, because you can currently claim a deposit bonus up to $30,000 if you sign up an account on Bybit in the link in the description. And Bybit is basically the exchange that allows you to trade altcoins and Bitcoins with leverage. So make sure to check it out right now in the link in the description. Furthermore, I want to say to everyone out there is please keep your eyes wide open on this daily support level. As soon as Bitcoin does clearly decide to be breaking below this daily support level, that is really the point where I should start to worry, because that is the point we're going to be breaking back in towards the low volume range. And like we know from history, Bitcoin can move through low volume ranges very, very quickly. But anyways, that was it for me on today's update. It was a very short update video today. I'm sorry for that, but there's just not a lot of new stuff I can currently talk about. We have to be a little bit more patient to see what the next move is going to be for Bitcoin, but I am definitely prepared. Don't forget to follow me on my socials if I will be opening up my new legendary trade. I will be deploying more than $1 million US, so it's going to be a gigantic trade. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.